I'm from Shahjinagar BMC English Secondary School, Chita Camp, Mankurd. Today, we are going to see the lesson number 11, that is reflection of light from 9th standard. That is the first lesson of Science 1. Now, in this lesson, we are going to see the light. What do you mean by light? Then, what do you mean by reflection? Then we will see the mirror. What is the meaning of mirror? How it is made? Which are the types of mirrors? How the mirror is formed? Then image of point source. Then we will see the image of extended source. Then we will see the calculations regarding the angle of mirror and the number of images which are formed in those mirrors. And lastly, we will see the minimum height of mirror to see the full image of the person standing in front of that mirror. So without wasting time, we will start with the topic, that is light. Why light is important in our life? What is light? And can we sense the light? How light is helping in our day-to-day life? These are some kind of questions which are coming in our mind. So basically, light is required for everything, for enjoying natural phenomena. So what is light? Light is an agent which gives us information about what is happening in our surrounding. Without light, we can't perceive what is happening in our surrounding. So basically, light is reaching to our eyes with the help of one of the phenomenon which we are going to see today, that is reflection. Then second is dispersion, and third is refraction. Another two, that is refraction and dispersion, we are going to see in 10th standard. And now in the 9th standard, we will see all the information and how that happening, this phenomenon is taking place in nature, that is reflection. Basically, reflection is the change in the direction of the wave, whether it will be the light wave, whether it will be the sound wave, whether it will be the water wave, any type of wave which will change their direction. But when reflection is the change in the direction of the wave at a surface between two different media, like, so that the wave return into the medium from which it is originated. So the incident rays and the reflected rays both are in the same medium. So which are the types of reflection of light that we have seen in the previous standards? That is, first is a regular reflection and the another is irregular reflection. So quickly we will see, these are the figures of, first is a regular reflection. The reflection from a smooth flat surface is called as a regular reflection, and the another figure is showing that the irregular reflection, that is the reflection from a rough surface having irregular surface, is called as a irregular reflection. So what is needed for a reflection? It needed only the polished surface. Polished surface are needed for reflecting light. So we will see the polished plain surface will give reflection. Quickly, that is the incident ray. which is falling on the plane surface and the reflected ray. At the point on the reflecting surface, if we draw a perpendicular, the angle made by the incident ray making angle with the perpendicular, that perpendicular is called as a normal. Perpendicular is called as a normal, and the angle between the incident ray and the normal is called as a incident angle or the angle of incidence. Now the reflected ray, which is returning back from the reflecting surface at the point of incidence, it is making angle with the normal, and that angle is called as a reflection, angle of reflection, that is R. Angle of incidence is angle I, and in regular reflection angle I is equal to angle R. That you have you know. Now why polished surface is needed for reflection? The polished surface will give maximum reflection and minimum absorption. That is, polished surface will absorb less light and it will reflect reflect maximum light from their surface. So, which is the common example which is used for the reflection? Everyone knows that the mirror is the common example which is used for reflection. So now again we will see what do you mean by mirror. It is a reflecting surface. Mirror is a reflecting surface. The surface which reflect light and create clear image is called as a mirror. So mirror is a reflecting surface. There are two types of mirrors. First is plane mirror and the another is spherical mirror. So plane mirror is made up of plain glass coated with some substance we will see in detail. And the spherical mirror is spherical glass coated with inside and outside. If it is coated from inside, it will give you convex mirror, and if it is coated from outside, it will give you concave mirror. We will see in detail about spherical mirror and also a plane mirror. So how plane mirror is formed? First, take a glass. The mirror is made by a coating a back surface of the flat, smooth glass piece with a thin reflecting film of aluminum or the silver. So the glass surface is coated by aluminum or the silver, and to protect that silver or aluminum coating, you have to coat again it with the lead oxide to protect this reflecting film and to make that side opaque. Another coat of substance like lead oxide is given over that aluminum or silver coating. Now you see yourself when we stand in front of mirror in our house. So how that image is forming in that mirror. Every day we see our face in our mirror at home, and the image, that image is forming in that mirror, and today we are going to see how that mirror is forming in that mirror. Now light rays which are traveling in all the directions from such source, several of these rays are falling on that mirror and getting reflected, and they reach our eyes. Due to that reflection, they appear to be coming from the point behind the mirror. So it is quite complicated. We will clear it out. First, we will consider the image formed by point source. Take a point, the light rays which are traveling in all directions from such source, and several these rays are falling on the mirror, get reflected, and they reach our eyes, and due to that reflection they appear to be coming from the point behind that mirror. That point is the point source, the image of that point. Consider that point as a O object, and the image, that is O1, how it is getting, we will see. For that, we will refer figure number 11.2b. As shown in that figure, the point O is shown as the object, and the mirror, that is M1, M2, that is the mirror M1, M2. Now, incident ray OR1 and OR2, these are reflected according to the laws of reflection along the path R1S1 and R2S2 respectively. Now from that point O, incident rays which are falling on that mirror, that is OR1 and OR2, these are falling on mirror at particular point. Now these OR1 and OR2 are reflecting and seen by our eyes. Now when R1S1, that is reflected ray first and reflected ray second, R2S2, if we extend behind the mirror, they will meet at a point O1. If we extend back R1S1 and the R2S2, we will get a point, intersecting point, that is O1. Now, when seen from E, the rays appear to be coming from O1. If we see that from E, we see that that image is formed behind the mirror at the point O1. Now, so the point O1 is called as an image of O, point O. Now, we will see in plane mirror, the reflected ray do not meet actually. All the formation of that image is the just extension of reflected ray. Therefore, actually these rays are coming from the point O. If we extend them, we get that O1. But when we see from our eye, we think that it is coming from O1. So that image, that is O1, is called as a virtual image. So such an image is called as a virtual image. The perpendicular distance, that is distance from O1 to M1, M2 mirror and O to M1, M2. The perpendicular distance of the image from the mirror is equal to the perpendicular distance of the source from the mirror. Now we will see the second part. If we use an extended source instead of point source, just we have seen that the point O, image of point O is forming behind the mirror, and that name of the image is O1. Now we will see the extended image. If we use an extended source instead of point source, an image is form of every point of the source, and that forming of extended image of the whole source. Now we will see how that extended image is getting. For that, we will see the figure number 11.2c is an extended source of PQ, is the object kept in front of the mirror M1, M2. Now the image of the P and the Q are formed at the P1, Q1 respectively, as we have seen in the previous formula, that image of P is P1 and image of Q is Q1. Now, similarly, images of all the points between P and Q are formed between P1 and Q1. So, resulting in the image of P1 Q1 of the entire extended source. The image formed by plane mirror is of same size as the source. Now, the second part, that is number of images which are formed in the mirror. So first we will see, place the two plane mirrors at an angle of 90 degree to each other. Then we will place one small object in front of those two mirrors, and we will see and count how many images are formed in both the mirrors. So images will be formed in both the mirrors, and how many images do you see? So for that there is a formula n, that is number of images, a angle between the mirror. So the formula is 360 degree upon a minus 1. Here we have seen that we have taken the angle between the two plane mirror is 90 degree. So the angle A is 90. So 360 degree upon 90 degree. So calculation, you have to do calculation and find out the answer, minus 1. So first we will see the angle, that is 120 degree. How many images we will get? 90 degree. How many images we will get? Then for 60 degree, then 45 degree, and then 30 degree. You can calculate number of images for any angle between two plane mirrors. So here is a calculation for 120 degree. If we calculate 360 degree upon a minus 1, 360 degree upon 120 degree and minus 1, that 360 degree upon 120 degree, answer will be the 3, and 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. Therefore the number of images formed where in both the mirrors after, if we put that angle between two plane mirrors, will be 120 degree, there will be two images formed. Now for 90 degree, if we calculate 360 degree upon 90 degree, that answer will be 4 minus 1, that is the number of images will be the 3. Now for 60 degree, 360 degree upon 60, answer will be 6. 6 6 are 36. So 6 minus 1, 5. Number of images we will get will be the 5 images for angle between two plane mirror is 60 degree. If we put angle of 45 degree between two plane mirrors, the number of images will be calculated as per the 360 degree upon 45. Answer will be 8 minus 1, that will be the 7. 7 images will be formed. For angle 30 degree, if we calculate 360 degree upon 30 degree, answer will be 12 minus 1, that is 11 images will be formed. If we put the angle between two plane mirrors will be 30 degree. Now look at the images, number of images and the angle. Angle between the plane mirror, two plane mirror is in the descending direction. It is decreasing. And the number of images 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. It is also in ascending direction. Okay, but there is no consistency. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. Now, next part, that is when the person standing in front of the plane mirror, how is the image formed and what is the nature of that image? Now, for that, we will take figure number 11.4. In this figure, MN, here PQ is the mirror. So the point at the top of the head of that person is H, the eyes, that is E, and the point at the feet of the person are indicated by HEF. Head, eyes, and feet. Now, that is the HF, height of the person. R and S, these are the midpoints. R is the midpoint of HE and S is the midpoint of EF respectively. Now, the mirror PQ is at the height of NQ. N is at the ground. So it is from the ground, above the ground. So the height of the mirror is taking as a NQ from the ground and it is perpendicular to the ground. Now, PQ is the minimum height of the mirror in order to obtain the full image of the person, that is HF. HF is the person. Full image of the person will be obtained by PQ. Now for that, RP and RQS, RP and QS must be perpendicular to the mirror. Then find out why. To find out minimum height of the mirror, first we will take formula that PQ is equal to RS. PQ is equal to RS. As we have seen, these are the perpendiculars to the mirror. So RS is equal to RE plus ES. RS is equal to RE plus ES. RS is equal to RE plus ES. Now, if we put value of RE, RE is HE, half of the HE, that is HE upon 2. It is written, it is given here. And ES is the half of the EF, therefore EF upon 2. Now, if we take plus of those, HE plus EF, denominator is the same, therefore 2 is given. So HE plus EF is equal to HF. And as we have mentioned in the previous slide, that HF is the height of the person, H is a head and F is a feet. Therefore, HF upon 2 will be the half of the person's height. So now statement becomes like this. In order to see the full image of the person standing in front of the mirror, minimum height of the mirror must be half of the height of the person. So now we will see some questions. First question, what do you mean by mirror? So mirror is a surface which reflects the light and creates a clear image, and it is called as a mirror. So second is a plane mirror. What is plane mirror? It is a plane surface which reflects the light and creates the clear image. It is called as a plane mirror. What are the types of mirrors? There are two types of mirror. First is a plane mirror, which is made up of plain glass, which is coated which is coated from from aluminum or silver coating, and to protect those silver coating or aluminum coating, lead oxide is coated. And second is spherical mirror. Spherical mirrors are again two types. First is concave mirror and second is convex mirror. Now, what are the types of spherical mirror? First is concave mirror and second is convex mirror. Concave mirror is coated from outside, the reflecting surface is from inside, and convex mirror is the coated from inside, the reflecting surface is the outer surface. Next, what is the nature of the image formed by plane mirror? As we have seen, the nature of the image formed by plane mirror is virtual and erect. Why virtual? Because the actual position of that image is not taken on the screen. If we extend those reflected rays, we get that point behind the mirror. Therefore, we called as a virtual image. And we get erect image, erect and inverted. The inverted image, we didn't get that inverted image. As like a object, we get image. So it is erect image. Now, in order to see full image of the person, the minimum height of the mirror must be dash the height of the person. So it will be the half of the height of the person. In order to see full image of the person, the minimum height of the mirror must be half of the height of the person. Now, there are some multiple choices. First, dash is an agent which gives us information about what is happening in our surrounding. So first is sound, second is light, and third is air. So if allowed, you can answer those questions. Yes, teacher, can we allow? Hello? Hello? Teacher, can we allow student to answer? Hello? Yes? Hello? Hello, Supriya madam?
Sir, you continue.
Yes, can we allow student to answer the questions?
Yes, 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 yes.
Yes. Would you please help?
Yes, yes.
Okay. I will put on presentation. And okay, students. Yes, the question is in front of you. Dash is the agent which gives us information about what is happening in our surrounding. So you have three options. So you can answer. Yes, anybody?
So
Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Light is agent which gives us information about what is happening in our surroundings. So correct answer is light.
Good one. Good one. That is light. So now we will move on to the next question. Light is an dash radiation which causes the sensation of vision. We have three options again: electrical, magnetic, and electromagnetic. Which type of radiation light is?
Electromagnetic,
Yes.
electromagnetic radiation which
Yes.
causes
Good one.
the sensation of vision.
Light is an electromagnetic radiation which causes the sensation of vision. Third question is in front of you. Reflection from smooth flat surface is a dash type of reflection. You have again three options: regular, irregular, and zigzag.
Irregular.
Yes.
Regular.
Yes, reflection from smooth flat surface is regular reflection. Now second, reflection from rough surface is called dash reflection. So again, those three options are there: regular, irregular, and zigzag. Rough surface will give dash type of reflection. Which type of reflection is given by rough surface?
Zigzag.
Zigzag. Have you come across with zigzag type of reflection? Yes, anyone else? Rough surface will give you which type of reflection?
Irregular reflection.
Irregular reflection. Smooth surface will give us regular reflection and rough surface will give us irregular reflection. Now, second question. Surface which reflects light and creates clear image is called dash. First is a mirror, second is a glass, and third is a lens. Surface which gives clear image, creates clear image. There is a slight difference between lens, glass, and mirror. We will see in next lecture also. So what is the answer of this surface which gives clear image? Which surface is this? What is the name of this surface which gives create clear image? Yes. Students, answer. Yes. Anyone else?
Mirror.
Mirror.
Yes, the mirror. Mirror is a surface which creates clear image. Chal. Next question number 6. Dash is the reflecting surface. Again, there are three options: mirror, glass, and lens.
Glass.
Dash is the reflecting surface.
Mirror.
Again, the answer is mirror. Mirror is a reflecting surface. Glass is not reflecting as well as refracting surface. Lens is refracting surface.
Mirror is
So now next answer is mirror. Mirror is a reflecting surface. Now seventh question. Mirror is made by coating the back surface of the flat and smooth glass with the thin reflecting film of dash and dash. So first is aluminum and silver, second is lead and iron, third is iron and aluminum. Yes.
Aluminium and silver.
Yes. Good memory.
Aluminium and silver.
Yes. Mirror is made by coating aluminum and silver. Now, to protect the aluminum and silver, that is reflecting film, and make the side opaque, another coating is given. Whether it is lead oxide, iron oxide, or aluminum oxide.
Lead
It
oxide.
is lead
Lead
oxide.
oxide.
Right, right. To protect reflecting surface, we have to coat that aluminum or silver coating with the lead oxide. Now, we see the clear image of ourselves when we stand in front of a dash in our house, whether it is mirror, glass, or the lens.
Mirror.
Mirror.
The mirror,
Mirror.
when we see in front of mirror, we see a clear image. When we stand in front of glass, we see image, but it is not clear image. And in front of glass, it is not clear image. Now, light rays which are traveling in all the directions from the source, the several of these rays fall on the mirror, and these rays are getting dash and reach our eyes. First is refracted, reflected, and dispersed.
Reflected.
It is reflected or refracted?
Reflected.
Reflected.
Reflected. First option, second option?
Second.
Second option, okay. The light rays which are traveling in all the directions are falling on the mirror, and these are getting reflected and reach our eyes. Okay. Now, next question, dash. Due to dash, the rays appear to be coming from the point behind the mirror. That point is the dash of the point source. So you have three options again: reflection, image, refraction, object, and reflection, object. Due to dash, rays appear to be coming from the point behind the mirror. Yes.
Reflection and image.
Option number.
Reflection.
Which option number is right? Which option is right?
First.
First option is right. Okay. Due to reflection, the rays appear to be coming from the point behind the mirror, and that point is called as a image of the point source. Now next, the light rays which